with us. I'm really honored and humbled to be here. I'm also really apprehensive to see a lot of guys because my presentation was slightly focused towards the women in the audience, but I will try to, I'll try to make it gender neutral. Okay, can we have the first slide? Or am I? So I thought I'll start today with a mixture of career tips and then life tips. Does that work for everybody? Okay, so let's start with career tips. So it's so important to do what you love, right? I was lucky at 19, I found my love. I walked into, I was lucky enough to get an internship. I was studying in England. I got myself an internship in London. And in one of the internships, my boss took me into a dealing room. I walked in and I just fell in love with the dealing room. But that's me with my, strange love for dealing rooms. And, if you find your passion, I decided that was it. I love working in a dealing room. I love looking at markets. I love the fact that every day there's a challenge. It's a new battle. It's a new sort of green light versus red light. I just love that. So when I graduated, I knew what I wanted. My career evolved over the years, but I know what I love. And I'm sure you all do. And if you don't know what you love, go try out stuff until you find your big love. It's hard to do what you don't like. And let me share with you some examples when I went wrong. A client of mine told me that, making furniture in China and then exporting it to Europe was the best thing to do. And he was right. It was a very profitable thing to do. But I knew nothing about furniture. And I knew nothing about retailing of furniture, wholesaling of furniture. But because he convinced me it was a great business, I thought, well, I'll put on my business hat, put on my brain rather than my heart, and I said, you're right, it is a good business, I must be involved. So I spent days in Dongguan, learning how to warehouse furniture, bringing it into Singapore. I got stuck in the warehouse for ages. Why? Because I didn't have a passion for furniture. I didn't have a passion for furniture. So that died after a year. And then there was another, all of you around for the dot-com, I know a lot of people are very young here, but most of us should remember the dot-com boom and the dot-com crash. So guess what, I was part of that too. This time around, I actually was interested. I was interested, but I didn't have time. I didn't have time. I didn't devote my interest and my time because I was doing too much. At the time, I met a bunch of